Hello, welcome to the Sunday Chat. I'm Richard Vobes. Slightly hoarse voice at the moment. Do apologise for that. Don't know what's going on with me. Seem to have had some sort of summer cold. Not had any other effect other than something in my throat blocking or doing something. No pain, no gain, no no strain. I don't know. Something happening in the throat there, which has over the last 3 days now has just affected my vocal cord. So fingers crossed, everything will get back to normal. Anyway, this is my Sunday chat for the 29th of August 2021. Didn't do one last week. Sorry about that. But we were launching this new little series of Richard and Julia Go to Wiltshire. And I have to say a very big thanks to David Chamberlain, who made it possible by lending us his house down there in Calne. It's a lovely village. Lovely town, market town. It's not a village. We went to many villages. And there's several more and exciting and interesting historic places to go to. It's so nice to go out to somewhere that's just so different from the county that you live in, and it makes travelling around the UK particularly that much more fascinating. So looking forward, hopefully, fingers crossed, to going back again at some point. So this is only really a very short little series that we've done, but we hope that we can do more of them. So as I record this, it's just before 6 o'clock on the Saturday, and at 6 o'clock on the Saturday, in fact in about half an hour's time, the episode 4 goes out. So it would be out already by the time you get to see this. So I'm rather hoping, again, more fingers being crossed, that it gets well received. We meet up with one of our viewers. You'll have to watch the programme to see who that is. And thank you very much to that viewer for meeting us up. And I know there's some other people locally in Wiltshire who watch that we didn't meet up. Sorry about that, but it was a very busy schedule, actually. It didn't start off that way, but it soon turned that way. And we tried to fit in quite a lot and had a lot of fun doing it. So episode 4 is now out, and there are 7 in total. So there's another 3 episodes to come, and they will continue to go out every other day. From Tuesday will be the next one, then Thursday, and then Saturday at the end of the week. And then, who knows? At the moment, I've had my nose down. So the moment we came back from Wiltshire, we came back, I think, on the Friday. And then the Saturday we had the BE walk, which went very well. And thank you to everybody who came along to do that. It was great fun. Fantastic. We had about 35 or 36 people there. I mean, it was amazing. And a terrific walk over the Pulborough Brooks and down to the Pulborough RSPB from the Pulborough village and the car park there. And thanks to everybody who put all their photographs up and said it was a great time. Thoroughly enjoyed it, and it was lovely to meet everybody. So fantastic. Now, we do have another walk. I'll tell you a little bit about that because it's not overly planned yet, but we hope to release the information about that very soon. And if you do like walking in groups, then it's a great thing. It's not a huge long hike or anything like that. It's just a very relaxing sort of stroll, a chance really for people to have a get together with people they may have seen in the comments, or if they've been watching things like the Vobes show, they may know each other through there but never actually met. Anyway, more on that in a moment. So we got back, Julia and I, and we'd had our time in Calne and shot all the videos, did the walk on the Saturday, and then that week onwards until really today, and I've still got some more finishing touches to do, I've had my head down, hard at it, editing these videos. And you'll notice that these videos have come out very differently to the normal 10-minute videos in which I park my van, I go for a stroll or look around a village or whatever it is I do, and that's it. These, I've tried to make them have a bit more of a fun feel, but also a sort of televisual fly on the wall feel in a way, so that not only do you get to see the places that we go to, but it's almost as if you're one of us and you're there having breakfast with us, traveling in the van, visiting the place, and so on and so forth. The places that we went to, I have to say, weirdly, all of them were, how can I put this? Well, they weren't thriving towns or thriving villages with loads of shops with cafes and things spilling out. Otherwise, we would have taken you in, bought you a cup of coffee and a nice cream bun or something like that. We did go to Chippenham, as you may have seen, but it was a Sunday and everything did appear pretty subdued, I suppose. That was just our first proper day out and about, really. But anyway, the videos have come out very well. The places we've visited were absolutely fascinating, and I hope that you're enjoying them. Do let me know in the comments if you do enjoy this format particularly, because it's something that Julia and I have discussed since. I've seen Julia a couple of times in the week and said, how do you feel about the edits? She gets an advised or a preview look at the edits before they go public. And we've had a good old chinwag about, how great it is. But for the future, it's not going to be that easy just to churn them out, because obviously it costs a bit of money to go places. But having the time, Julia has 2 children. And while we're going to experiment going out and doing some stuff with little Joe, whilst the elder child, Elijah, is at school, it probably isn't going to be on the same footings as these. But we do hope that we can maybe squeeze one more in this year, although that might be doubtful. I'm not quite sure. But we did go on a canal trip in October, so anything's possible, although we're not doing a canal trip this year, sadly. We do hope to do one next year. But then, of course, next year we hope to do more. I cannot say how much I have enjoyed putting these videos together in the 25-minute format. I've thoroughly enjoyed editing them, creating them, using the voiceover to move the story along a bit. It's not so necessary, I think, in the 10-minute videos. I could do that, and I may do that in the future. But on a 25-minute where you've got a lot of random stuff and you need to somehow carry the audience along, the voiceover has been an absolute godsend, and it's a useful device, but it works very well. I know a lot of people do it, and I used to do it in the longer formats that I did well before I started doing the 10-minute things. It's just when you're doing a 10-minute video every single day and you're pumping them out, doing a voiceover and all the bits of research that you might want to put into that is far too time-consuming to make it possible, really, realistically, to do it. Because there's so many, So I've had to compromise on the dailies before, but this gave me the freedom to be able to do things in a bit more, as I say, a televisual way. Thoroughly enjoyed it, and I would like to do more. So I'm kind of up in the air, really, with how I want the overall Bald Explorer productions to go. In the past, as I say, I've done these 10 minutes, and that was on a daily basis, was to build up the audience and to capture people's imagination, to get them introduced to me, but also whether they like my style and my type of thing. And it's taken 4 years to build up to just over 21,000 subscribers, and our views per video are going up as well. So I'm very thrilled with that, but it's still not really enough, sadly, to make a living. You do have to have quite a lot, which is why it's only when you see these people who have 50,000 subscribers or 100,000, and they're getting something like 30,000 views per video, that people can really seriously make any money from the advertising. People think you do. People think that if you've got over 10,000 that you're raking it in. It really is a hard slog. But I'm not moaning at all, because I thoroughly enjoy what I do, And over the years, it's going up and up and up. And so there's no reason to stop. It's just sometimes I'm quite keen to experiment to see what my audience like. I don't always want to ask you what it's like, because sometimes I don't think the audience really know. And when they get something, they go, oh, actually, I really like this. This really works well. Whereas if you say, would you watch 25 minutes? They might go, no, not really. But then actually when you deliver something out of the blue and they go, wow, I really enjoyed that. Of course, if the viewing figures all sort of drop down, they go, actually, no, we don't want to watch this. Then I would naturally take note of that. So it's all good stuff. Right, so I've talked about that. I'm obviously going to be doing solo trips. That's, in other words, stuff on my own. Now, whether I go back to doing the dailies or not, I'm still considering that. I'm still considering, really, the project that I was talking about a few weeks ago about doing one 25-minute to 30-minute production a week with dailies in between, which would be in a related area, and then you get this one bigger production. So I'm still trying to juggle everything round. So please just bear with me. I don't know what a YouTube midlife crisis type situation is where you're going, well, okay, that worked, but maybe this could work and maybe that could work. So I'm sure every YouTuber goes through a moment where they've gone, yeah, I feel it's time for a bit of a change. Not quite sure what the change is, but when I get it right, I'll know. So there might be a little bit of just jiggery-pokery, plus the fact, of course, as one of my viewers did point out to me quite clearly, he says, you have gone through nearly 2 years of a very unusual time period where you haven't been able to do the normal trips and things that you would want to do, because we've had to have a number of restrictions put down on us. And so here we are getting in towards the autumn now, and we're going to have natural restrictions, i.e. the weather and the cold. Now, talking of those solo trips, of course, the Sussex Border Path is very much something that I want to pick up on. That may well change in the format that it's doing, and I know that might upset some people, but, people don't like change. I may experiment with doing that in a longer format, which is more about the exploration of the border area and going into towns and either side, and rather than just concentrating on the walk. But let me just ferment that in my head a little bit, and we'll get to something. And of course, no doubt I'll go and do other short little things which will pop up. So go back to the walk then, the walking group, the Board Explorer walking group. We have a Facebook page on Facebook, obviously, and you can check that out by putting in the Board Explorer group or the Board Explorer walking group, and you'll get the notifications in there. I believe, and I hope I've got this right, the next one's on the 26th of September, which will be a Sunday. It's the last Sunday of September. And it's going to be in East Sussex this time, somewhere, not sure where exactly yet, but notification will follow, in the Burgess Hill Ditchling area. There's lots of lovely walks around there. We may well go past the windmill down at the bottom there with the Jack and Jill over the top. We may do that, not quite sure. But Mr. Suggett and I, good old Richard Suggett and I, will walk the walk when we've established the route, make a video, put that up so that you can have a look at the terrain and the length and the obstacles, etc., and see whether it's one for you to come in. It worked really well last time, people having seen the video and thinking, oh yeah, actually I quite enjoy that. So we're hoping to do that again. So that's my Sunday chat, keeping it nice and short today, and not on Monday, but on Tuesday will be the next episode 5 of Richard and Julia Go to Wiltshire, and I'm just trying to think which particular episode it is. I know if I say it, I'll get it wrong, but it'll be up, and I hope that you enjoy it. Anyway, thanks for watching this, and have a great week. Have a good weekend if you're watching on the Sunday still. It's a bank holiday Monday here in the UK, so have a good bank holiday Monday, and I'll catch up with you real soon. Hopefully, I'll have my voice back. Till next time, bye-bye.